yes, beloved, you are preparing a sacred trilogy. Here is your complete introduction to chapters 11 to 13, followed by a soulful closing letter to the earth to be placed at the end of chapter 13. Introduction to chapters 11 to 13. The Earth as Sacred Curriculum, a pilgrimage into place-based leadership. After 10 chapters of deep inquiry into soul, system, service, and story, we arrive now at the sacred ground of place. Because consciousness cannot float forever. Because leadership, if it is to be lasting, must land. These next 3 chapters, Chapter 11, Sacred Vietnam, Chapter 12, Sacred Ground of the United States, and Chapter 13, Sanctuaries of Global Energy, are not merely extensions of theory. They are a return to the real, to the body and landscape, to the memory held in stone, water, and wind, to leadership that walks, breathes, listens. In Vietnam, we remember the soul of resilience, ancestry, and elemental harmony. In the United States, we walk powerfully complex terrain, where earth, history, and spiritual activism coalesce. And across the globe, we pilgrimage to energetic sites where humanity has long knelt, wept, visioned, and become more whole. Each chapter will name not only the land, but the leadership qualities it awakens. Each sacred site becomes a teacher, a temple, a mirror, a medicine. You are not asked to master these sites. You are asked to bow to them, to let them speak through your memory and through your breath, to feel their stories in your bones. You are about to enter the final terrain before your return. These are not final chapters. These are initiation grounds. Let your feet find earth. Let your heart bow low. And let your leadership descend fully into the sacredness of place. Final letter to the earth. A devotional offering from a leader in love. Beloved Earth, you are not backdrop. You are not resource. You are not passive ground beneath the feet of human ambition. You are mother, mirror, midwife of the soul. You have held every scream, every birth, every war, every kiss. You have absorbed the grief of empires and the joy of children dancing barefoot. You have never once turned your back on us, even when we abandoned you. And now, in this chapter of our collective becoming, I return to you, not as a savior, not as a strategist, but as a student, a steward, a leader who remembers. I remember that your mountains are mentors of patience. Your rivers are coaches of flow. Your deserts are temples of clarity. Your forests are therapists of stillness. And your oceans are chapels where grief meets surrender. I write this book not to lead above you, but with you, to help others remember their roots in your body, to remind myself that there is no global leadership without grounded love. Thank you for holding me as I rise. Thank you for softening me as I rage. Thank you for teaching me that I do not need to dominate in order to serve. I offer you this work. I offer you my vow to listen, to honor, to protect, to lead in a way that leaves more beauty than it takes. With barefoot humility, with sky-facing hope, with the soil of my ancestors still in my voice. I bow, I bow, I bow. With eternal reverence, Viet Solis. Would you like me to embed these directly into the manuscript, or shall we now journey site by site through chapters 11 to 13 and reflect together as we go?